What's up guys, Johnny here and welcome back to another one of our Sorare videos. And I've been cooking by the looks of things. We have rewards today, we have crafting today, and we need to talk about the current situation with everyone complaining about the classic game mode. I have something to say myself about this topic and I feel like I'm in the minority, but let's see what you guys think about that as well. Let's start off though with the teams that have won me these rewards. First of all, we have the lads from the classic Bundesliga competition where I only missed out on finishing on podium by 2 points, but this is what we had rocking. It was Florian Wirtz who managed to get 100 points with the captaincy and the 10% bonus. 160 for me there. Grimaldo coming up with 110 because, again, 100 points from him. Xhaka and Musiala, I mean, big letdowns. The fact that I managed to get into the top 5 with 2 players not reaching above 52 points, it's ridiculous, but I love it. And this is in the highest division, by the way, so this is really nice. This is giving me a tier 1 reward in rare and a box as well. And the rewards were class this time. I can't wait to show you. But let's go ahead into the other team that has won me something. It was the Champions Classic Division 3 lineup to finish in 16th. And again, this one, what a reward. Exceptional. Like, genuinely, guys, I can't even express how good this reward is for a tier 3. I didn't realize that tier 3 and tier 2 was so packed with so many good players in the champ region now. I had no idea. So yeah, we got Grimaldo in there, this time captains. Yes, I do have 2 Grimaldos. That's how you benefit from it. This is exactly why I got him. And then I have, again, 2 players ruining the lineup. Bruno Fernandes and Antoine Griezmann not hitting above 57 points. Still managed to finish 16th. Get myself a tier 3 reward and a box on top of it. And in terms of boxes, we also have gotten ourselves a box from this team, which was in Division 1. I finished 146th apparently. I was quite a bit away from making it into the top 10%, but still we managed to get ourselves a reward here. Now, Rodrigo didn't have a decisive as a captain, 92 points. If I did give the captaincy to Vinicius Jr., I probably would have done a little bit better with this team, but it is what it is. I'm okay with it because I get myself a 5-star box from that one. Going down into the training, nothing special there. Any other team that got me boxes? Obviously, the Bundesliga one got me a box. The Super Rare sadly didn't really work out. We had 3 players really underperforming and only Neuer and Grimaldo doing well, so no surprise there. And when we get to the Premier League team, you can see right here that the top team for my Premier League side with the Liverpool boys, for whatever reason, Trent and Martin Odegaard had terrible games, still managed to push up into a region where I get myself another box, a Division 1 box, which is extremely valuable. You'll see in just a second as to why. But yeah, this sadly missed out on a reward. It's fine. We could have pushed up into a reward if one of these guys also had a decisive. And then this team sadly got relegated, which really sucks, but rightfully so. So we don't have 2 teams in Division 1 anymore. One drops down to Division 2, which is fine. I don't mind Division 2. It's totally okay. But now it's time to show you the rewards. So starting off, we're going to be going into Claim Your Glory to showcase again the promotions and going down and all that stuff. But let me know what you guys think about your game week. How did it go? What did you win? Did you manage to pull some amazing rewards? Did you manage to craft some great rewards? Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, lately I've been opening my rewards on the phone. It's just a nice experience, I guess. But this is a first reward box. It is a 4-star box. We have the tier 1 rare there. I'm going to go through the reward boxes quickly. A 5-star box, obviously massive. Then you go into another one. That's another 4-star box. So being in a Division 2, Division 1 and that really pays off big time. So here we go. The tier 3 French defender, Arsenal, in season, William Saliba has a tier 3. I mean, what? It is exceptional as a reward. He currently goes for over 300 euros in season. And then the midfielder from Dortmund, it is Pascal Gross. I was so happy about this one because Gross has been stealing the set pieces from my super rare Julian Brandt. And I've been thinking about picking up a Gross for the Bundesliga competition. He's already hit 2 games above 60 points in his first 2 games for Dortmund. So he's going to be a very, very good player to hold on to. And now it is time to open the reward boxes. First of all, we have the 3-star box. Not necessarily expecting much from it. So let's open this bad boy up. Sometimes I get the glitch where the first box doesn't open up properly and just skips. But this time it didn't. 3 rare essences, which is fine for me. And then we move on to the 4-star box, which actually did give out nicely, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 5 rare essence on this one. So we have collected a total of 8 so far. Now let's move over to the other 4-star box. From this one, we're going to be getting ourselves, I believe it was a decent number, actually. Yes, 10. 10 rare essences from the 4-star box, and now the 5-star. So far, we have 18, but let's change that number and make it, yes, 48. 30 rare essences for the second time now. I've managed to pull that one in the Division 1 boxes. There's like a 5% chance to get it, but here we go. Let's go into the crafting. Sadly, I didn't get the animation. It just skipped right past it. Tier 4 plus. I felt like this was a perfect place to go for this one, but it turns out to be Alex McCarthy. Just 2 weeks ago, he was worth over 100, the starting goalkeeper for Southampton, but now they obviously signed Ramsdale. So what did I do? I went straight into Sorare data. I typed in Saliba, and I can show you again, in season, the man has been selling for up to 315 euros lately. And that is quite impressive. I guess it's because he has started off into the season really well. 64 points, 87 points, 65 points. Those are some really, really good numbers, especially if you build up a collection to push that past the 70 easily. Those numbers are really good in the Premier League. And obviously, Arsenal keep a lot of clean sheets. And even in a non-clean sheet game, he managed to pick up 65 points, which again showcases Saliba is slowly getting into that territory of points that he was getting at Marseille. At Marseille, I absolutely loved him. So let's go over here and let me show you how he was doing back then. He was so sick. Yeah, there we go. So we are seeing the 70s, the 80s, those types of points. I loved him at Marseille. At that point in time, those type of numbers were huge. And now we are seeing really, really good numbers from Saliba once again here in the Premier League. And for that reason, he is listed at lowest for the new season at 303 euros at the moment, it seems. But that is an auction from Sorare. I am the next person who has listed him up for about 350. Yeah, I listed him for 350. I personally don't see a reason to hold on to Saliba. I think 350 euros could be a really good amount for me to go ahead and improve some of my other teams. I don't need Saliba. I don't like having centre-backs, to be honest with you guys. I like having full-backs who can, you know, get decisive and all that good stuff. It's higher risk and all, but it's also a lot of fun. And then when it comes to Gross, again, I think I told you already before, he's getting some great scores at Dortmund already. I mean, just look at these 2 scores that he has got. 97 points in the game against Eintracht Frankfurt with an assist. And then without any decisive, 61.3 points. He has been taking nearly all the set pieces. He has been sharing some of them with Julian Brandt, but he has taken 12 corners, while Brandt has taken 10. Are we sure about that? That's last 5, so that's probably numbers from the last season. But this season, for sure, Pascal Gross has been taking all of the set pieces, and he's also taking free kicks and all that good stuff. So it is quite clear that he is the man. And this season at Dortmund, he actually has a couple of players in there who can do really well on those headers. So you have the likes of Anton, you have the likes of Zule, Schlotterbeck. Those 3 are already very, very dangerous. You have Emre Can in there, who's pretty good at heading the ball as well. And then once Guirassy returns from his injury and he starts playing for Dortmund, I can see a lot of really, really high numbers for Gross. So going back into the situation with Gross, he has been selling for like old season 150 euros, new season up to like 400. The last couple of sales, 330, 318. So it seems like there is demand for the in-season card for around 300 euros already. So that is really nice. But that's a card that I won't be selling because I would love to work my way into an in-season Bundesliga team, and having Gross already is massive. And I already have a very good contingency of Bundesliga Classic cards. So let me go in there into my gallery. Let me show you guys as we go into players. Let's go Bundesliga. That way you'll be able to tell what we have going on here. So we do have Neuer, obviously, in rare. I would love to pick up another goalkeeper there. That's possibly something that I might do. Defenders, we do have the Grimaldos, the Schlotterbecks, who are obviously extremely useful in mid. And the good thing is, like, these super rares I can use in rare as well, so that's cool. In terms of midfielders, we do have now Pascal Gross, we have Granit Xhaka, we have Amiri, who, by the way, is doing amazing. If you guys don't have an Amiri in your team, you should. I mean, look at these scores: 83.5, 69.4. He's one of the better midfielders at Mainz. He has taken all the set pieces. He's the main man. So I would highly recommend you to pick up an Amiri if you have the chance to do so. New season goes for 144. That's nothing. If you compare that to Gross, that's really, really good. So then going down, you see Palacios in here. Brandt. Palacios again as a rare. Once he's back from his injury, that's going to be quite a useful card. And then obviously in terms of forwards, we have the boys, Musiala and Wirtz, and then Marmoush and Boniface. But now that I have picked up Pascal Gross, I am very much open to working myself into a Bundesliga in-season team now as well. And the same thing is something I'm doing right now with the other league. So let me go like this, and then let's go season 2024. And you'll see that I have Pascal Gross, Alex Scott. In terms of, let's go all. So you can see I have a goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez. I have the defender, Pau Torres. I have Mazraoui, who I won. So Mazraoui is there already. We have Alex Scott, who I crafted, who so far, every time he gets subbed on, actually puts on a great performance for Bournemouth. So I really wouldn't be surprised if this man gets a starting spot soon enough. 26 minutes, 38.9 points. 24 minutes, 43.8. 63 minutes, starts once, instantly 80 points. So Alex Scott has always been known as a massive talent. So I'm thinking he's going to get even more playtime moving forwards. But Saliba, as I said, I'm looking to sell. So in the Premier League, I already have a goalkeeper and defenders and a possible midfielder. Not really. And then we have obviously picked up Saliba, who I'm going to let go. And then I'm going to be running Pascal Gross in my Bundesliga in season. Probably could work my way into some decent stacks there. I don't know how much Kobe in season goes for right now. Let me check. I don't think he has gotten the best scores, or has he? Oh, he did. Oh, wow. He did. Oh, yeah. Wow. He did keep 2 clean sheets. I completely forgot. So I actually would love to work my way into like a Dortmund / Bayern / Leverkusen type of a team there. His current season goes for like 700 euros by the looks of it, which is something I could work my way towards easily. I am open to selling Saliba and putting some money on top of it to be able to pick up a Kobe. I have watched a couple of Dortmund games last season live, so I'm very much open to supporting the team even more in terms of Sorare. So that is going to be fun. But let's quickly go into something that I wanted to talk about this time around with how the game has been going for me and also for people who have been playing Classic. So far in Classic, I have crafted a couple of cards. I have crafted Acor Adams. I have crafted Alex McCarthy, who both total up to like 30 euros in sale, or not 30, 28 euros in sale value. And if we go into my club, obviously I did have that Alex Scott. So Alex Scott, I can show you here. He is another one that I picked up recently. His in-season has been selling for up to like 30 euros. So that is quite impressive, as you can tell. Some auctions will obviously be on the low, but once this guy starts playing a bit more consistently, we're talking about an under 23 midfielder who really could have a big impact on a team like Bournemouth. He's a massive talent. So I have already picked up 3 players from crafting, and I have done nothing for these cards except try and finish as high as I possibly could. A lot of times not finishing within card rewards, but ending up winning cards nonetheless every single game week so far. of the European season, I've been able to craft cards. Now, obviously, that is down to being lucky, picking up a lot of essence like I did in today's video, where we picked up 30 rare essence and then 10 before that. But that's how you play the game. You push into Division 1 to get those 30 rare essences. You push into Division 2 to get the 10. All those things you have to consider when playing the classic competitions. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of hate on classic cards. And I completely understand that you might be kind of annoyed by the fact that the game has shifted very much towards in-season for Sorare themselves. They have been focusing on that quite a bit, and I get that. But the beauty of it is, if you play Classic, you win those in-season cards. If you don't want to hold on to them, you sell them on and buy the old season card, and you're looking at profit. So I have Pascal Gross, who's recently been selling for like 300 euros, right, in season. I can sell him on and buy his old season for, I don't know, how much can I buy his old season for right now? Let's see. His price has probably gone up, but just for you to understand, 318 euros for the new season, right? And his old season, the last one, has been selling for 205, and that's exactly the type of number we are looking at right here. So I could easily just sell him, have the same card in my gallery for the classic competitions, and he's worth I keep the 100 euros to build towards something else in classic. And the more lineups you put out, the more chances of picking up essence you have. I've seen some of the bigger accounts on this game already having amassed over 500 rare essence and all that good stuff. And it's only been 2-3 game weeks. So if you actually play this game right, you have some of the highest scorers. You have the cards of the best teams. And that's just the easiest and most efficient way to play the game. That's just how it is. And at the end of the day, it comes down to your captaincy choices, your XP of the players that you have in your team, and it will come down to like collection bonuses and all that good stuff. If you want to be able to win the best rewards, you have to consider all these things now in Classic, and you can win the new season cards, which are like nearly double the price in some of the cases. So be open for it. Don't be just talking about Classic as if it's dead. It's not, bro. I have won. Like, I really don't understand this. Let's go into this here in terms of Sorare results, right? If we go into this, you'll see, oh no, not Sorare results, SO5 stats. So this season has just started, and I've already picked up Greif. I've already picked up Mazraoui in terms of rewards, finishing 7th and 16th there. And then obviously now I've picked up Saliba and also Pascal Gross, which are bigger rewards than those two. So I've picked up 4 cards already, and I have picked up another 3 through crafting, if I'm not mistaken. That's 7 cards in 3 game weeks, and I don't feel like I did exceptionally well. I didn't do anything that was like unexpected. I just played the players in matchups where I kind of knew, hey, they will do well. And like Wirtz getting goals or assists at home against Leipzig, that was quite clear to me. It was going to be an open game. It was going to be back and forth. Both teams like attacking a lot. They barely defend. So I knew it was going to be a goal festival. And I knew Grimaldo was not going to get a clean sheet bonus, but I was pretty confident that he was going to pick up a decisive. And so he did. Bayern Munich at home against Freiburg. That is a game where they should be picking up a clean sheet. And that's exactly what happened. So a lot of these things that I'm doing to get these rewards, to finish in these positions where I can get myself the essence on all that. Yes, first of all, it takes a little bit of an investment to have these cards in your gallery, but I've held these cards for quite a long time, except Xhaka. All these guys are at like max XP. That's something I've been working towards, to have that edge in Classic. And if you want to be successful in it, you need to do that too. Rather than having 5 teams, you shrink it down to 4 teams where you actually have all the high XP players bought into your club. And you will be able to finish in these types of positions. Even when you have 2 players finishing with 50 points, you can pick yourself up at Pascal Gross, who right now is worth 300 euros. So I really don't, like, even this team, we have 2 players in here who haven't hit above 54. So I still managed to pick up a Saliba for that. And that player in season goes for a lot of money. And the fact that it goes for a lot of money is because Sorare has been focusing so much on the whole in-season stuff and has been pushing it as much as they have been. And that's the only reason why you get to sell these players for that much once you win them. And crafting them, it has never been this easy to get a hold of cards. And I don't understand why people are complaining so much about the Classic. I get it. There should probably be a little bit more, a few more competitions, a little bit more in the price pool and all that good stuff in terms of cash payouts and in terms of card payouts as well. But it's really not as bad as people make it out to be. I genuinely don't think it is. It's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Like, genuinely, I'm not saying anything that I'm saying right here is just gospel. Take it as that. No, you just need to understand that this is just my opinion. I personally think they are actually doing a decent job. And if what they are doing right now will keep this game running for the next 5-10 years, I'm all for it, man. I really am, because I don't want this game to die. I don't want this game to go away just because they wanted to pay more out in the classic rewards. They wanted to, satisfy the current users. And then a year later, they're looking at a situation where they cannot afford the licensing for some of these leagues. They cannot afford to pay out as much. The cards, they have to mint even more to cash in even more to be able to pay out the amounts that they currently have locked in, and then kind of ruin themselves. I don't want that to happen. So please do realize that essence and card crafting is a massive part of the game right now. And I have been able to craft 3 cards. I've not necessarily gotten lucky with them, but I still managed to bag in an extra, like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 euros in 3 game weeks. And while doing so, I've been able to pick up other rewards as well. So I wouldn't say it's all negative. It really, really isn't. And I need people to kind of look at their galleries and understand, hey, maybe I'm kind of doing it wrong in Classic. Maybe I do need that XP. Maybe I do need that collection bonus. Maybe instead of having 5 teams, I should just have 4 that have really high XP. I have a collection bonus of at least 3%. I can compete with anyone at that stage. And then it just comes down to your managerial decisions. So all that being said, I really hope you guys can look at Classic in a bit of a positive light. Every time the international games come around, people start losing their minds. Every single year, like Haber has pointed out, this is the point of the year where people lose their minds. So don't get too stuck on what people have been saying on social media. Just go through your gallery and realize, am I positioned well to actually compete in Classic? Or am I kind of spreading myself too thin? If so, make the tough decisions now so that you can benefit from it later. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to Sorare Data, please use the links in the description down below. The export button is a blessing. You can either use the code for getting a free 72-hour trial of a star membership down in the description, or you can go ahead and use the one with Johnny_10. That is now my code on Sorare Data if you want to utilize it. Another one of my codes alongside the regular Johnny one. But Johnny_10 will get you 10% on whatever membership you want to buy on Sorare Data from this point on if you are a new customer. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Take care and peace.